Hello guys, today I'm here to teach you or show you how to prep your cables. Um, Prep your cables, what they call that, tin them or whatever you want to call it. But it's putting solder on the cables right here, angulation cables, so that way you can put these little stoppers on there. These little things here. Yeah, so that's right there. Let's turn our iron on. And you want to make sure you get these right, because if not, it's going to come back. It's going to pop. You're going to pop your stopper. And it's going to happen inside of a patient, because usually it pops when it's inside of a patient. So, you want to get these right, because if you build your bending section right, you did what you had to do, and you do these, your cables, you'll never have a broken cable or a slip stopper, because if you don't prep it right, a lot of it slips up, and I'm sure y'all know. So the first thing I do is get my little flux. I got liquid flux right there, boom, and a little cap. This is what I use. Stay clean. It's perfect. I give me a little Q-tip and a little ding. So what I do is dip it in there, and then just want to add flux to my cable, just like that. Jump over here, add flux to my other cables. Last one. You want to make sure you get all 4 of them. But you don't want to put acid all the way up and down your cables. You just want to put the acid where where you're going to be soldering. That's it. Even though you can go back later and take all that off with water, you could figure it out. Okay. Next thing I do is get some soft solder. This is soft solder. It only takes about a few hundred degrees to melt. So you put it on there, just like that. Just like that. Do this side, since I did all 4. Just like that. This one. Just like that. All right, perfect. So that part is done. Now, you want to go over here, and you want to slide your little barrels. Little barrels, these little things right there, little barrels. And if you noticed, when I built the bending section, I put soft solder on this side, silver solder on the end of the bending section, soft on the knob end. So, and I already sharpened them up real nice, so that way you just drop it. Now, these, just gotta cut it off. Not cut it, but pull it off. Take this one, pull it off too. One more. Yeah. Sometimes it could be a bit tricky. When you put your solder on your stopper there, you can't fill it up with solder. You can't, because then your stoppers won't slide up to the barrel. The barrel won't be able to slide up in there. So I'm going to show you. So now what I do is take the other ones. Let me see. I got the bottom one. Keep track of where you put it at. I got that one. This one. Saturday. It's quiet. I love it. Nobody's here, as you can see. All right, so what I do now is put a little drop of flux right there. Put these barrels in there in that little flux. This is how you take it out. Clean your tip real nice. Heat this up. So that's one. That's two. That's three. Last one. Okay, so now when you're done doing that, because you stuck it in solder, it sticks to your solder tip. All right, so now what I do is grab a cable, take it, do it with my fingers, put it on. Just slide it down. Slide it down. Perfect. Now, you got to do all four, slide it down, but I wanted to show you on these stoppers, there's that head there. See it? Well, you want to put that little head that's going to line up with your second dot on your chain. Your chain has, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots right on top. Those dots mean that without you looking inside the chain, you can just look right up top, because each dot represents a slot. So, you know, you can line it up that way. But I choose the second dot from the beginning over here, because, you know, if I put it down at the end, and then if I don't stretch out my cables, then a couple of months from now, it's going to come back with, you know, angulation delay, basically. So, yeah, so you want to make sure that goes there. So that's one. Some heat on it, slide it down the cable. Okay, next one. Okay, slide it, hold on, slide it down. Oh. Okay, that's that one. And you only could do this after you soldered your cables, because you can't put these on and then try to solder your cables. It'll just be a mess. You know, you just want to solder your cable first, and then you know, yes. So let me do that real quick. Then you just slide it down. And right there, that's that one. Sometimes coil pipe. You see how your coil pipe came out when you're dealing with this? What I usually like to do is, so that won't happen, because if you get two of these to pop out at the same time, two coil pipes, like let's say for instance, see how these two coil pipes popped out? You see? Now what? Now they turn and twist and all that. What I do is put a piece of string, a piece of fishing string. Piece of fishing string here. And what I do is I put it behind here. I basically I tie my coil pipes up because if not, you know, it's just some people do, some people don't. I just do it because I know my my coil pipe won't come off while I'm dealing with this over here. So you make sure you just go behind it, around it. Let me see. Just real quick. This is just temporary. ¿Cómo se dice? Temporario, temporario. All right, so just do it like that. Then just, you know, quick knot. It don't have to be something you gonna leave on there. So there you go. There you go. Now my coil pipes are secured. I ain't gotta worry about them coming off and twisting and stuff like that. So, all right, right there. I got them all on there, perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is, you don't want to cut these yet, the extra, not yet. I usually just leave them just so I can hold them. So you have some people cut them, I don't. All right, so that one. So what you're doing is you're lining up your chains now. You know, you got to line up your chains. Your chains got to be like this. Not like this, not like this. It's got to be even across like that. All right. So now this is what you want. This is the important part right here. What you want to do is little flux. See how I grabbed my cable? I left it long. So now I'm able to grab it and able to work. See? Because if you cut it, then you got to do all this. Then you're just playing with this amount of wire. So I just leave it long so that way, you know, I could be able to put it where I want to put it. All right, so what I'm doing now is I put my stoppers on, right? But you got to secure them. You have to put solder on them, because if not, if there's no solder on these, they'll pop. It'll pop and it'll come off, and you'll have a pissed off customer because, you know, it's just, it should have been taken care of. But anyways, what I do is put a little flux here, grab my slack, make sure it's lined up. Like I said earlier, the head of the stopper is on my second dot. Again, second dot. So what I do is grab a little bit of solder. I'm right-handed, so it's going to be hard. Let me see. Put a solder on the stopper. And then I'm going to solder right there. And when you put your solder, you want to make sure you have a nice little ball up top. See that? Nice little ball. And when you put your solder, pay attention, because in this stopper there's two lines that you can see your solder traveling through, and all the way down to the end over here. So put that, and then take a look at it. What I like to do, I like to make sure there's a little bit of solder coming out this end over here. You got your little ball up here, that's fine. But you want a little dab of solder right at the bottom right there. You know, you clean it out real quick. Just a little dab to the head again. See how it ran through? Right there. Ran through. I got enough solder all the way down. And what I do is get another Q-tip and a Q-tip with some water. You want to get water to get all that flux off of it. You want to get that flux off of that, what you just soldered, because if not, you're gonna get corrosion all over the place. So you clean them up. You gotta clean up your cables with water. You know, make sure it's nice. And there you go, man. Let me see. The test is if this stopper goes all the way up without you having to buff anything off. Right there, perfect. Look at that. See that? Right there's on there. Nice cable. Now is when I cut it. Now is when I cut my my cable. Let me see here. Oh, now is when I cut it. Right there. That's it, folks. So now that's how you do the angulation. Now you come. I told you I had it on the second dot. And look how it just drops right in there. Perfect. See? There she go. That's it. So now you just got to do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Make sure all your chains are lined up. And you should be good. You know, just make sure both ends of that little barrel, the stopper, have solder on both ends. A little bit on this one and a little bit on this one. Just enough where you can still slide that barrel up and down like that, because when it's inside the chain, that barrel has to move. It moves. If you solder that barrel, you know, it's just stuck. It's supposed to move freely on that thing, you know. But anyways, that's another video for today. Quick stopper. It's pretty simple. Should take a few minutes to do it. But other than that, have fun. Take care. Till the next one.